Okay, so we've typed in Chris Froome's legs. How is Chris Froome so fast but so skinny? Here's the legs of Chris Froome. They're pasty, they're skinny, they're scrawny. They look like mine, but they're absolutely destroying the Tour de France. Have a look at Chris Froome's legs here. How is someone so skinny, emaciated? So even the podium girls have bigger legs than Chris Froome. So how is that even possible that Chris Froome is so strong? How is that even possible? It is possible because it's all about carbohydrate intake. We know that Chris Froome consumes a massive, whopping amount of carbohydrates. His latest data released by Team Sky, the secret data from Team Sky indicated he's eating up to 1.3 kilos of carbs a day. That's a lot. I mean, that's like 1,300 grams of sugar a day. That's Kenyan style. So he's eating a lot of carbohydrate. It's keeping him lean. Some people say, oh, he's got a belly there. That's not a belly. That's actually the diaphragm breathing in and out. A lot of people don't understand that. So he's got a massive Zeppelin style. He's probably got a mono lung in there. Probably just got one lung. He's probably had surgery where they had the two lungs and just stitched them together to have this big mono lung, like a Zeppelin, just in and out. I guess that's why Chris Froome's going so good. He's got that Team Sky mono lung. There we go. That's a soundbite for you. Team Sky mono lung, and I think it's potentially contagious. It's potentially contagious because it looks like Geraint Thomas has also got their mono lung, and I think the original spores for that mono lung came from Bradley Wiggins, who was a used up, burnt out Cofidis rider turned into Grand Tour winner. So the mono lung contracted by other riders. I think the spores, the Skybot alien spores, the mutant spores, infected Wiggins on a trip to Tenerife one day, and he infected the teammates Froome and Geraint Thomas. So let's have another look here. This is Wiggins. Look at that. This picture's only a couple of years old, but it's amazing how outdated the bike already looks, doesn't it? And the bike looks outdated. If you turn up to a local bunch of that bike, they're like, oh my God, that bike's from 2012. What are you doing? 2011. So quite interesting stuff. We're going to see here another pic of Chris Froome, looking a bit younger and fresh-faced in there, and their Sky Boys, the Skybots. So he hasn't yet developed that mono lung. This is pre-mono lung days, fresh-faced Froomey, and this is where the mono lung came out really strong in the Tour de France 2012. And even that Team Sky kit looks very outdated, doesn't it? But it's amazing when we first see it. It is quite good. So we have Chris Froome there looking pretty slim, that old Casque Mojito helmet. Anyway, so we're going to see how is Chris Froome so strong? Is he a natural rider? It's just a mono lung. Is that Chris Froome? That is Chris Froome. Is this Chris Froome? What's he doing with his knee? I thought that was a podium girl skirt. Maybe I don't know. So he's got some green peas on the knee, and that helps with the green pea knee strength. This is Chris Froome before, when he was a crit rider. This is crit riding days, so he's leaned out to become a hill climber. We also have Chris Froome when he was riding for Europcar back in the day. Anyway, so that is Chris Froome. How is he so lean but so strong? Because we know that cycling is not about getting too sunburned. It's about sugar. It's about that glucose and fructose derived ATP. It's about the oxygen uptake, transfer, delivery to the cells, so you can have that working muscles, that aerobic capacity. And it's about hydration, so you got enough blood volume. And it's also about oxygen. Did I just mention that? I think I did. I need more oxygen to the brain right now. But anyway, that's Chris Froome. It's not about leg strength. It's about blood volume, carbohydrate volume, water volume, and mindset as well. Take away any of those things, and you're not going to get that good. So that is why Chris Froome is so strong. Is he even natty? Definitely natty. It's just the Team Sky mono lung, which is, it's a bit of a virus going around. I actually even did contract it one time, so I went for a few rides with Chris, who's actually, trolling aside, Chris Froome, I definitely found him to be quite approachable as a superstar. So I know amateur riders whose fucking egos are so big they won't even say g'day. And here's Chris Froome saying g'day to Duran rider. So Chris Froome gets my thumbs up as a approachable approachable superstar for sure. And he's going to win the Tour de France again this year. He never tans up, does he? Why does Chris Froome never have a tan? That's interesting. And Bradley Wiggins never got a tan, and Geraint Thomas never got a tan. It is a symptom of the Team Sky monolung, where you got this one big lung in there. It soaks up all the melatonin or something in the skin. But anyway, either way, you don't need a bike. It's not about the bike at all. As long as you can run uphill fast, then that's all that matters. You don't even need a bike in Tour de France. I didn't know people. These bikes are expensive. You know, they break down, get flat tires. Just run the Tour de France. That's what you need to do. Chris Froome will win again, and I'm gonna go eat some durian and chill out.
Carbs, carb the fuck up, motherfuckers. Carb the fuck up. Corn, rice, potatoes, yams, bananas, mangoes, dates, plantain, melons, blueberries, blackberries, mulberries. Get them motherfucking carbohydrates in. Go vegan, motherfuckers. Carb the fuck up, the fuck up, the fuck up.